morning students, this is your teacher Manisha Saxena. I welcome you all on my YouTube channel M Saxena Classes. Today I have brought a new tutorial video for you all which is going to be very informative and interesting. So watch the video till the end. If you have not yet subscribed my channel, please do subscribe and press bell icon so that the notifications of my upcoming videos can reach you immediately. Please do like, share and comment for my motivation. Let us start the chapter.
Migration. Now we come to a point, migration. As children, you know about migration. When people move from one place to another, it is known as migration. Here 2 points should be clear to you all: place of origin and place of destination. Place of origin is birthplace of a people, and where people move is called the place of destination. Now we come to immigration and emigration. What is immigration? Migrants who move into a new place are called immigrants, and emigration, migrants who move out of a place are called emigrants. People migrate for a better economic and social life. There are two sets of factors that influence migration: push factor and pull factor. So what is this push factor? Push factors make the place of origin seem less attractive for regions like unemployment, poor living conditions, political turmoil, unpleasant climate, natural disasters, epidemics and socio-economic backwardness. And what are pull factors? The pull factors make the place of destination seem more attractive than the place of origin for reasons like better job opportunities and living conditions, peace and stability, security of life and property, and pleasant climate. Now children, what are the factors responsible for migration of people? This is pull factor. Now the pull factors responsible for migration of people are better job opportunities, better living conditions, peace, stability, security of life and property, pleasant climate. Next point, better living conditions. People migrate to those places where they have better facilities of health services, education, transportation, communication, etc. to make life easy and comfortable. Now next point is peace. People do not like to stay where there is political violence and disturbance. They intend to go to the places where there exists political peace and safe environment. Next point is stability. Stability proves to be a big pull factor as individuals prefer to stay in a place where provides social, political and economic stability, unlike a place which is prone to social, political and economic disturbances. Now next point, security for life and property. People like to live in a place which ensures safety, security for life as well as movable and immovable property. Now we come to the push factors. Unemployment. It is very important. People migrate to land of opportunities in order to find employment or to improve their financial conditions. In past, people generally moved from poorer to richer countries in search of better opportunities. Next point, poor living conditions. Food, sanitation, housing and water are expected to become a more important issue over the coming decades. It has been observed that regions which can no longer sustain agriculture are likely to experience migration. Next point, unpleasant climate. Of the ecological factors that push individuals to migrate, climate change is the most serious. Over many years, climate change has potentially intensified the movement of the people who were intolerant to a certain type of climate. Next, continual hitting of epidemics. The spread of epidemic in a particular area also affects push factor as people start migrating from the epidemic infected areas to areas which are relatively safe and adequate health care facilities, improved sanitation conditions are available. Next and last one is socio-economic backwardness. Places which are socially and economically backward experience a gush of out migration as people prefer to settle in places which are more developed and basic facilities are easily available. Trends in population growth. What is it? The population on the earth is more than 7 billion. It has grown to this size over centuries. In the early periods, population of the world grew very slowly. It is only during the last few hundred years that population has increased at an alarming rate. After the evolution and introduction of agriculture about 12,000 to 8,000 years ago, the size of population was small, roughly 8 million. In the 1st century AD, it was below 300 million. The expanding world trade during the 16th and 17th century set the stage for rapid revolution growth at the dawn of the Industrial Revolution. The world population was 550 million. World population exploded in the 18th century after the Industrial Revolution. What is Industrial Revolution, children? Industrial Revolution was a transition which began the fundamental change in agriculture and machines, which changed the people way of living. What is demographic transition? The theory that tells us that population of any region changes from high births and high deaths to low births and low deaths as society progresses from rural agrarian to illiterate to urban industrial and literate society. These changes occur in stages which are collectively known as the demographic cycle. There are 3 stages of demographic transition. What are these 3 stages? The first stage has highly fertility and high mortality because people reproduce more to compensate for the deaths due to epidemics and variable food supply. The population growth is slow and most of the people are engaged in agriculture where large families are an asset. Life expectancy is low. People are mostly illiterate and have low levels of technology. 200 years ago, all the countries of the world were in this stage. Now we come to the second stage. Fertility remains high in the beginning of second stage, but it declines with time. This is accompanied by reduced mortality rate. Improvements in sanitation and health conditions led to decline in mortality. Because of this gap, the net addition to population is high. In the last stage, both fertility and mortality decline considerably. The population is either stable or grows slowly. The population becomes urbanized, literate and has high technical know-how and deliberately controls the family size. This shows that human beings are extremely flexible and are able to adjust their fertility. In first stage, population growth was slow, and in second stage it was high, and in third stage it is stable. Thomas Malthus in his theory 1798 stated that the number of people would increase faster than the food supply. Any further increase would result in a population crash caused by famine, disease and war. The preventive checks are better than the physical checks. For the sustainability of our resources, the world will have to control the rapid population increase. Children, this was the chapter 2nd of Human Geography, and now the chapter is over. So be safe, stay at home and goodbye.